Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Life Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Virgo. Booty boo, bookie butt. Hey, Virgo, how you doing? How you doing? I'm trying to shuffle the cards, honey. Virgo, this gonna be a little different. This gonna be a general read whenever you come to it, Bookie Bear. Whenever you come to it, okay? There is no time frame for this. It could be 3 months from now. It's for you, boo. It's this bud's for you. Um, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonate with you, Virgo. What was I finna say? Hopefully I remember. Oh, the you versus them. I was gonna tell you about it, okay? I'm gonna do a you. Then I'm gonna use these cards for you. I'm gonna do it them. Lover, friend, family, mother, father, sister, brother, coworker, whoever. Okay? That's the them. If there is no them, these are energies that you may deal with within, and I'll read them as yours, okay? I'm going to clarify with the universe with those cards. I'll give you a romance angel card. I'll give you an index card. I'll give you a love oracle card. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. All right, Virgo. Okay, so let's get it, boo. Ooh. I'm just exploring, doing things a little different. You know, why not? I don't have to keep doing the same thing. I'm trying to do stuff different. I'm telling you that. I told another sign that, but not in that way. I feel like I'm feeling energies of you, Virgo. When I meditated on the cards, I heard past is done. Past is, oh, that flew out. Past is done. What do I do now? I say a whole lot of you, but flip that thing if it ain't you. Past is done. What do I do now? Sort of energy. And then on their side, I heard memories. Memories. Okay. Baby. All right. So on their side, they may be reminiscing. But why y'all don't get together then if the energy like that? Because I feel like they miss you. You know how sometimes when you know something ain't good for you, you ain't got to like it. I've dealt with, I've had those experiences where you really, really want or really, really wish something would work, but you know it ain't good for you. I don't know why I'm whispering. You know it ain't good for you. And this is the energy I feel. And you know you need to release it. Now, this could be a person, an energy, or whatever it is, a way. It could be a way of thinking, a way of being, a pattern, whatever this is, okay? But that don't mean you got to like it, okay? All right. You know why? Because a person wished that this could be different, but it ain't. And it sometimes I've had circumstances, and I ain't talking about me. I'm just gonna give you an example that damn the fool here. Sometimes you gotta let it go right. Ain't no coming back from. Cause once I see you, and it be hard because you can't. You'll be always be looking for what you saw because you know that energy is there. So it's like it's hard for you to rest in contentment knowing that energy is lurking. But it's two ways to think about that. The thing is, it's like if you know in your mind and your heart that this is something you want to do, but you don't want to do it because you're afraid of whatever a repeat occurrence happening again. The thing is this: be at this place where you confident of if you really want this, is why I'm saying this, to know that a person don't play with you no more. And you can't stop nobody from doing what they do, because a person don't can play with you no more, but yet they'll play right in your damn face. But the thing is, if you know that the last is gonna be the last, then it's on them if they do that shit. And you will feel, I ain't telling you go back to nobody, but you will feel different because you really did get us a chance. And yet again, if a motherfucker fuck up again after you really was done with it, then you will feel like I even gave you up. At this point, I feel like somebody's at that place where they was over it, but they probably got about a 11% chance of this could have had one more go round in it. But your hope of that 89% is almost lost to this, okay? So we're going to see where you at. All right, Virgo. Some I feel like you want to be at this. Why did I give y'all them cards? Nope. These gonna be more you cards. Damn. The Fool card came back out again. Release, let go, sacrifices, new beginnings, the possibility of something different. You know what I'm saying? This opportunity for something new is on, the horizon right now. Okay? The a Fool card is about, your journey in life. So this is a possibility of what you're looking at, what's best for you in this moment, or whatever it is going on. It's just a time right now in your life. Like, you look at this as a part of the journey, okay? So that's good if you're taking it in like that. That's what's up. I mean, you ain't harboring things and holding on to things, You're trying to release it. I forget what I was going to say. I done talked your damn ear off. Let it come back if it do, if it do, if it do, if it do. And I'm saying it like that because I feel like Virgo, somebody feel, and I don't know who the energy this is. You were once like kung fu gripping this, and then now somebody added like, let it come back. And if it do, and if it don't, it don't. But you heard how I said that if it don't, it don't. But sometimes you got to let the little bird fly, It's the boomerang effect. Like, if you let it go, will it come back to you? You don't know. You don't know. You understand that, and you ain't harboring that. You know what I'm saying? You know that's how life is. You willing to, I feel like you come into a place that you able to take that joke I just said without being like, man, this ain't the time for that. Right. I feel like you at the time and the place that you able to take in that. Eight of Wands. Moving forward, I do get that energy. Maybe it's conversations that need to be had. Maybe actions speak louder than words, so these words don't mean nothing to nobody no more, is the energy that I feel. I feel like this Eight of Wands is fast and acting right now, and this is a sign of movement, and I feel like this is where it's understood that this is where you at over here. On the bottom of your deck is the Fool card. Releasing, let go on this journey. Boom. On this side, you got the Eight of Wands. They moving forward, but somebody want communication to come in, or maybe got some things to say, or want something to move forward. I do get this, okay? I do get for some. And then some of my Virgos on the you side, on the them side, I get that they know it's this sense of something moving forward. And I don't know why that feeling is eerie a little bit. I don't know. Okay. All right. On the you side, we have the Five of Wands. Okay. We got the Ace of Pentacles. And then we got the Three of Swords. Well, Virgo, I ain't got to say nothing. One thing we going to have with a Virgo is some Pentacles. I'm going to tell you that right now. You may be starting over. The Ace of Pentacles is here for a new beginning of something healthy. I already felt like you've been dealing with circumstances. Five of Wands. It could be multiple situations or multiple people. I understand that what you walking around, it could be dealing with. That's the energy that I was feeling for you, okay? You may just be focused on work and circumstances like that, okay? And I see why you at this place. That I get it. Up under the Fool. Oh, shit, Virgo. Why am I saying? Up under the Fool card is the Seven of Swords and the Death card. I feel like a circumstance happened to make this Death card be here. I feel like that somebody had a hard time with moving on. The reason why this Six of Swords is in the reverse. But I see this card on your side. Flip it. But I feel like at some point, do you stick around and keep holding on to this? Or do you try to move forward? So good shit about you moving forward is the energy that I feel. And that may be a way, because the Fool card back is turned to this side over here. We're going to see what it is. I'm going to flip these other cards that you had to say, Virgo, in a minute. On the them side, we got the Temperance card, okay? Sign of Sagittarius. We got the Sun card in the reverse. I do get that. We got the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune it be some ups and downs. It has been ups and downs. I do get that energy. This person is at a turning point in their life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is about. I feel like they want things to change. Is the energy that I do feel. They're not feeling too happy right now. With the Sun in the reverse. Sun is all about, in the upright, about having hope and clarity. In the reverse, I feel like you may be at this space, of them where the hope was lost off into a circumstance. I see how you feel about it, okay? So that's why I feel like for some, remember I said about 11%, You know, I do get that, okay? That's why. All right. The clarity off into this situation, I feel like y'all don't have, okay? So you may just be at a time and a space. Now, on the other side, I do feel like with them, it may be required for them to try to balance themselves out. I get this strong energy of that, but it's kind of hard at this present time for them to do that. And I feel like that whatever you two are going through, it's gonna require patience, okay? And I feel like with the Temperance card is trying to manifest some things. It's about pouring off into his or herself as well as receiving and giving to another individual, trying to bring something together. I almost feel like a person on this side sit back, and I'm gonna tell you, a person on this side sit back and think about and yearn for and want and try to manifest somebody coming in. I already know. I felt that energy behind it. To try to manifest somebody to come in. So possibly you two can come together to work on things. I do get that. I feel like, but at the same time, they don't know. They're not hopeful about it. They want this to turn around and recognize that it's going to take hard work and dedication and consistency for this to build back up. And maybe you two can look at things as, you know how the Wheel of Fortune has ups and downs? Sometimes things can get turned around. So that may be the space that I see the difference between you two. Because this side thinks and wants and yearns, and you two have this Two of Cups connection together, you're going to feel it on this side, is the energy that I do feel. All right. So I feel like, does that make you still move towards a situation? Nope. I don't see it. Because I feel like you've been feeling that. And you've been masking that. And no, let me. Some you've been feeling that and you've been acting on that. And you have utilized that Eight of Wands. But it didn't make nothing change. So now you holding on to it, dealing with it, and you accepting that you have to release it, full card. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices in life. And the sacrifice, you may be the one to say, okay, I understand that. Especially if, and I ain't talking that if you the one that understand that this is the reason why, because something that may have happened, okay? All right. So, some of my other Virgos, if this is not an individual, you're at a place at your life that you're trying to bring in more happiness. You're tired of feeling these Three of Swords and Five of Wands. And sometimes these Five of Wands is combative energies within and what you are part of and how you handling things. And you're looking at things really see what do you need to release and let go so you can move towards this energy of feeling better, feeling like this sense of change is here, feeling like that all being hard to maneuver and hard to balance and hard to push through things is over with. And I feel like this. It ain't never over with, but I do get that you want some sense of relief type energy, okay? God and Spirit, I feel like it's saying for you to look within and be willing to let go and make some changes. And that's how you bring in this system of energy that you're trying to bring in. What else do Virgo want to say on the you side? Oh, well, you got the World card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Star card. Okay, so maybe that's why I had to say that long speech before I turned over the cards. Exactly what I just said. Close out cycles. You tired of feeling like that. You time to heal. Okay? Okay, cool. Some, remember I told you, Virgos, if this is the you, yes, you feel this. But yes, if you've been feeling left out in the cold because you've been trying, now you don't want to feel that no more. So now you are okay with it. You ain't okay with it, but it is what it is about the cycle closing. Okay? You want to have closure to this. You've accepted it now, and now is your time to heal. And maybe that's the place that you're at. But that don't mean that this side don't want it to come back through. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I do know why, but we get that. So if you built something with somebody that's been a while, you want that old thing back. But let's just see how this moves. On this side, we got the Seven of Swords. And then we got the Six of Wands. That's why I say let's see how this moves. I feel like this is a time and a space. Because a person act like they want this, but then you're not moving from this Seven of Swords. So you have to fully release it, let it go. And if somebody going to work towards this change, cool. I feel like somebody holds somebody to this cycle of whatever happened. instead of ending that and having closure, so you can renew and start something over healthy. I feel like this has been brought out, but not accepted. So you have to do what you have to do on that side. Now, this is where a person can't move from or feel confident enough to feel like you two can move from that place at this present time. Longing, wanting, thinking about it. Yep. Wanting you to press towards them, but when you come towards them, this is what's being brought back up because it's not released. And I don't know how fresh it is, but a person wants both right now. Okay. All right, universe. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I know we dealing with things, I know, but either we heal it and look towards brighter days, or we just stay here holding, longing, not releasing. That's why it's so hard for the Fool card. It's the energy. I feel like somebody feels that, and somebody ain't ready yet. And I feel like in a circumstance, if you ask somebody, I thought you were ready, I heard I ain't ready to walk away yet. And you, like I said, like we all do, you take as much time as you want for whatever energy before you want to turn that wheel again. Before you want to make that change. I do get that energy, okay? All right, so we got the King of Cups. All right, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We got the Empress card and we got the Queen of Cups. Universe says balance yourself. Love on yourself is the energy that I feel like you're being guided with. You're building whatever this is financially. I feel like you're being resourceful with your money right now. If you're at a place because something has happened, I feel like you're trying to rebuild for some of my Virgos, okay? I feel like something is building within this sense of value and importance of yourself. You understand when you're able to be like, okay, it is, see, it is what it is. It's not an arrogant thing. It is what it is be like, okay, and I feel like now I got this strength and this courage to move towards whatever I feel like that I desire. And I'm not going to stay at this place because you decided within, okay, to pour off and nurture you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To love on you and to understand what self-love is. See, when you yearn and long for another individual and keep pressing when you're being rejected is the energy that I feel. I understand that there's love there, but at some point you gather yourself and understand what you're worth and what type of individual you want back. So I feel like that's the place that Virgo's at. And flip it if it's another person. I do get that energy, okay? All right. I feel like somebody won't let something die down. And they got their time frame, and I don't know what somebody did. So I ain't telling you what to do. But I feel like if you coming back towards a person and you want somebody around, explore what those energies are. So you will say that you gave it whatever you had to give, okay? I feel like somebody is having this learning energy. And I'm going to say about me, and I'm going to get off me. Whoever I dealt with, I gave 110%. And at some point, somebody may have looked at me like I was a fool for giving somebody chance after chance. So I feel fully free when I walk away from an individual because I know I gave y'all, give me all you got. Give me all you got. Like I gave you all that I got, okay? Ain't nothing else to give. Only time a person feels regret or something is if they did something and a person chose themselves and they know that a person has taken them back time and time again and it's finally over and you feel like, damn, I fucked up, especially if you had you Empress. Or you feel this sense of, you know that you didn't give it all you had. So now it's this sense of, what if I would have really went full-fledged King of Wands energy off into, it leaves you with that. But now that window is not open anymore, so it leaves you with this. Listen, if something is meant to be, it's gonna be, and if it ain't, it ain't, okay? Like nothing is ever like really lost is the energy that I feel, because if that's how it turned out, that's the way that it turned out. And if it's meant to do that boomerang thing and come back again, there will be a time and a place that the universe will unite you two back together, if that's God willing. Once you get that point and understand that, that don't mean that that pain ain't there, because I get my feelings hurt, you understand? But you able to pursue and snap back off into this King of Wands energy, because this King of Wands is able to walk through whatever in this manner, okay? Even if he is staring all this in the eye. And I feel like, Virgo, that's the energy that you taking on. Why? Because you've been through some things, okay? That's the energy, all right? Ooh. Step away to think. Okay, somebody may have done that. That's what you're doing now. Some of you could be doing that now. Okay, healthy eating. Okay, maybe you're trying to take on eating healthy, changing yourself. Maybe your mind ain't at this place of this. Yes, you're going through this, and sometimes pain can push you to a full blown transformation. Let me tell you about it. Okay, to make you rethink everything. Healthy eating, working out, pouring off into you, doing things differently, the way turning more spiritual, something like that type of energy. Phone issues. I feel like ain't nothing wrong on the phone. You may be in do not disturb mode. That's about all, okay? And see, phone issues. Somebody waiting on contact, but it ain't happening. But while you waiting, when the contact come your way, you act like you don't want it anyway. So this person needs to say what it is and quit playing. Trying to provoke, okay? Somebody may have held back trying to provoke, but see, the provoke went to the other direction, and now look at where the situation is at. Okay, is the energy that I feel. Okie doko. All right, let me give you a couple of more. And Virgo, you're gonna be my last one. Cause I done talk my ear off with y'all. Dang, Virgo. Get to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Truth, I don't know if nobody believe it. I feel like I was gonna say truth need to be spoken, but I feel like somebody feel like what's the use? Ain't nobody gonna believe me anyway. Wanna know why? Because I feel like a person ain't fully opening up. You see how this gentleman is here, getting to know each other. You see how this person is leery to whatever the hell he got to say. Because I look at this like the truth story. He holding that shit by his side. She know that he ain't telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth happened. God, okay. All right. So this is why I feel like, in a nutshell, even a person don't even try to come near an individual anymore. Okay. Some I do get if you have this energy of a person. I don't see that right now, Virgo. I feel like you want some self stuff. So I'm not gonna even go down that. I feel like if you do got a person looking in or looking at you or coming at you or pursuing you, you ain't on that right now. Mm-mm. Getting to know each other. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay, in the future. Okay, that's what I feel. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. You may have children with this individual. The reason why you may have wanted this to work. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be for you. I'm going to give you one more. Loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. Somebody really has an issue with, that's what comes up. Remember I said if you want something back and you ain't ready to give it up yet. This is what scares you. You don't know. Yep. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. I feel like there needs to be this. Okay? It needs to be this. Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Definitely, I felt like that has happened. That's the reason why someone don't want to deal. Also, let me say this. I feel like it's been a closure to a situation. It hasn't. Something ended for some of my Virgos, and it hasn't been any closure, and then y'all was left with this. Like, y'all really didn't get along. Harsh words were said. Energies were spewed. And this individual was just left with a bad taste in their mouth. Okay? That type of energy. Flip it if it ain't you. Past life. Deja vu. Repeat patterns. And karmic lesson. Yep. I've never seen this card before. That's what somebody don't want to keep reliving. You know what I'm saying? They tired of this wheel. They want this thing to work out, but they don't know if situations are going to come back. You understand? And they really, in the karmic lesson of it all, it's like if you have energy like a karmic, y'all may go through these repetitive cycles. And this is to teach you something, okay? It's the energy that I do feel to stop any type of repetitive pattern. Remember I said for some of my other Virgos, if it's not a person, this is to stop whatever repetitive patterns and situations that you may have had that may have caused situations in your life, okay? To you, okay? By patterns and things that you put your energy off into. And I'm saying a whole lot of you because we have to look within first, okay? All right, Virgo. Love.